You're watching the 2023 SCAC Fall Media Days, and today we're taking a look into the Colorado College volleyball program. The Tigers will be once again led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Sharon Dingman, along with senior outside hitter Isabella Lipacis. Coach Izzy, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us, Russell.
Coach, we'll get started with you heading now into your third season as the head coach of the CC Tiger volleyball program. I'm interested, what you've learned over the course of the first couple of seasons as you've gotten to know this program and gone through that transition. And what are you excited about heading into year three? You've had success early, an NCAA tournament appearance, an SCAC tournament finals appearance. So a lot to be excited about. What are you most excited about heading into 2023?
I think, well, one of the things is certainly we're an older team now, although I do suspect that we'll see some of our first years impacting. They've impacted our gym, but I also anticipate that they're going to impact when we start competing. But we have an older group in the gym right now, so training looks very different than it did the last couple of years. So that's been really, really fun. And our leadership this year is, one of them is sitting right next to us, and just the role that they know they need to play. Fortunately for Izzy, Jenny, and Keely, our fourth years, starting at a very young age for them, going into this program, they had great leaders that they could look to and emulate, but also develop their own way that they want to lead our program. So really right now, I feel like part of my job, because this group is so intent on what our goals are and just their work ethic is at a different level than I've been. I feel like sometimes my job is just making sure that we get the balls out of the closet on time and they run with it. Our leaders in our gym are pretty fantastic right now. So that's been really fun. I also think, yes, my third year settling in. 2 years ago, my first day of work was August 10th, and we started practice August 19th. That was a little bit of a crazy year. And for me, coming off COVID, because I didn't get to coach during COVID, the institution where I was, we didn't get to compete. So I think there was I had to settle back into what that was like to be back into competition. And then last year, working through losing two really impactful players, it was fun, it was challenging, but also learning more about our block plan because it is so unique to Colorado College. It's our academic calendar that we use. I think now I'm super settled into how the block plan works, how it impacts their daily life, how we as a coaching staff can support them through that block plan. And that did take me a couple of years to settle into. But these guys have shown me grace through it all, so I'm thankful for that.
Izzy, Coach talks about the leadership and how excited she is with this group coming into the season. As one of the senior leaders, take me through your mindset coming into a new preseason. Is there a sense of urgency within your group? And does that leadership core and comfortability bring confidence within this team heading into the year?
Yeah, after last year, I think we're so eager to get back and prove ourselves again. And we have a completely new team. We have so many freshmen that are going to make such a big impact, as Sharon said. And the change of the pace in our gym right now in our preseason is so different than it's been in previous years. And I think that's very exciting for everyone. And everyone's just raising the bar every single day, every practice. And I think also as a senior, my grade, Keely, Jenny, and I, we started our freshman year on such a high. And I know we're so eager to end it on such a high. So bringing that whole sense of urgency up for everyone on the team, everyone feels that. And it's just a totally new energy, very healthy, very eager is the best word.
Coach, a lot of times I feel like we talk about the student athlete and their process of getting prepared for a new season, but I'm interested from a coaching standpoint. You go through this journey with your team just like the student athletes do, and climbing that mountain, and you get through a season and then you kind of reset and you start anew here at the preseason. What is that process like for you? How do you get prepared for a new season, and how do you kind of, flip the page from, all the successes that you've had, but understanding that this is a new season and the journey starts at the beginning of the mountain once again?
Right. I think this is when I walked into the gym on the 19th, I thought this is my 38th first day of training camp as a coach. So how I self-check that every year though. And I just make sure, for me personally, I take a lot of pride in trying to recognize what I call my blind spots in coaching, and what blind spots do I need to basically eliminate this year, because this is a new group with new talent, with new energy, with new leadership. And I want to make sure that I'm not just in that mode of, well, I've done this 38 times and it's worked pretty well, so we're just going to keep doing it. I really try to self-check that every day, that I'm not doing that, because this is a very different group. This is a group that deserves to have the high expectations that we have. So coming into the season, that was one thing I really had to check myself on is, one, we're going to be able to train and move forward a lot faster than we have the last couple of years in our gym. I mean, we're doing things today that we didn't do for probably a week and a half last year. So I think that was part of my preparation coming into this year, was just the uniqueness of this team and how we finished our spring season moving into the fall. I watched video a lot during the summer. I want to make sure, are we playing the right defenses that are going to give us the best opportunity for our opponents, for us? Are we doing the right things offensively? So I do feel like, frankly, I'm kind of proud of how I think I prepare for every year, because I am very conscientious about making sure I don't go into the season just thinking, well, it's just another training camp. I've been doing a lot of this, and making it unique to what this team needs and what this team can accomplish. And then also our coaching staff now has been together for 2 years. So I spent a lot of time just thinking about how I can best utilize them, and then how I can put them in a position to best help the team. So I put a lot of work into it. I'm pretty serious about it. I'm pretty serious about what happens in our gym every day. And I try as a coach, I want our players to be able to recognize that that's how I approach things. And I want to be a good role model for them in that way. Again, this year, I really haven't had to, because our seniors are great role models. They don't need me role modeling now. But I think that's just what I try to do. And, when I went back and I watched the TLU match when that was our last match of the year. I want to see that. I want to see if were there things I did in that match that I could have done differently that could have helped us win that match. So just I do a lot of self-checking, and it really starts. I do try to put the season to bed when it's over, and I try not to wake up from that until about January, but I spend a lot of time really reflecting and then moving forward.
Izzy, you've made an immediate impact on the floor with this program since really day one, since you got to Colorado Springs. A 2-time first-team All-SCAC performer, 3-time All-SCAC performer throughout your career, and coming off the season last year in which you had a single-season career high in terms of kills, continue to grow as a volleyball player. What have you worked on since the end of last year through the course of the spring season and the off season to continue to refine your skills and get better that gives you confidence heading into the season?
Yeah, I think there's emotional, mental, and physical aspect to it. Recognizing that there's one more year and one more shot to perform the best that I can as an individual and that my team can. And recognizing we are an older team now, and there's a lot of responsibilities with being in a grade above than you were in the last year. And I think everyone is understanding that. And so recognizing that we have one more shot when I'm on the team to do the best that we can has really made me just evaluate how I can be the best leader that I can be, make sure that I give everyone the best opportunity, do what I can to give everyone the best opportunity to be proud of themselves when they leave the court, when they enter the court, when they're playing. And so mentally, checking myself on that and making sure that my priorities and values are lining up with everyone else on the teams. And physically, the weight room has been a very safe space for me. I've enjoyed pushing myself and my teammates pushing me too. And I had the opportunity to play a lot of outdoor volleyball this season, grass and beach, with some of my teammates, which was fun and competitive and something that I would love to continue to do post my time here at CC. So, yeah.
Coach, you've talked about the excitement and the preparation that goes into this year for fans and supporters of the CC volleyball program. And as you've started to put your fingerprints within this group, what can they expect to see from this team that you hope to be consistent characteristics of this team throughout the course of the season, whether it's there at home in Reed Arena or on the road or watching a stream from afar? What do you expect to be consistent staples within this program heading into the year?
I think we're going to show a lot of joy when we're competing. We are very excited to compete. We're very excited to go into other people's gyms and compete with them. So I think you're going to see a lot of joy in that. And just watching our team play together is pretty special right now. And I think Izzy said it best. she certainly is focused on giving every player the best opportunity to be their best self. Every player is doing that for themselves as well. But I think as a team, we're really appreciating and enjoying each other's successes on the court. You know, we do shout outs, and some of the things that our players are recognizing, other players doing. I haven't heard a lot of that before in groups, because it goes beyond, oh, Izzy had this great kill. We're so far past that as a group of what we're recognizing, that who we need to be, how we're going to do it, and what it's going to look like to win championships. So that's been, I'm confident that is going to show through. Even if you're watching us streamed, this team has so much joy in playing and for each other. It's been amazing. And I think just volleyball wise, I suspect we're going to be a pretty good offensive team. I think we're going to be able to score a lot of points for ourselves. They play really hard. We have made it a priority in our gym that we're not going to give up points, that whoever is playing us is going to have to earn a lot of points to beat us. We don't want to give up a lot of points, and they've really bought into that. If it happens once, all we do is bring it up. Boy, the next time everybody's having to earn their points. So I think they're going to appreciate really the effort that we have put into playing at the level that we know we need to win championships. And we know what that level is, right? Trinity played for a national championship last year. Well, we get to see them. We know the level that we have to play to put ourselves in the position that we think we deserve right now. And we're excited about that. We're not going to shy away from the fact that we think we're going to have a pretty special season.
And as you finally wrapping things up with you, you've sort of spoken about this being that final go around and final opportunity to put your stamp within this program. As you've had conversations with some of your other senior leaders and some of the teammates within this group about the goals that this team has heading into this season, what have those conversations look like, and what are some of the things that will be key in order to accomplishing those goals heading into the year?
I think like trusting that we are capable of reaching our goals, and understanding that that requires a lot of effort, 100% effort all the time from everyone. And just putting in the work and putting ourselves in the position to reach our goals, and just be proud of how we are performing on the court and off the court. So conversations just about what we need to do to get where we want to be are constantly happening, and that like constant communication and dialogue about that is like just something that's always, it's just so necessary. And yeah.
Colorado College volleyball program. Again, the Tigers will head into the season under the guidance of head coach Sharon Dingman, along with leadership of senior outside hitter Isabella Lipacis. Again, the Tigers will open up the 2023 season when they take on Augustana College at home on September 1st. Coach Izzy, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Russell.